Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and for this Zentangle Quickie, we're going to take a look at Rixty. Rixty is a neat tangle. It was created by Maria Thomas of Zentangle fame, and she did it as a birthday present for Rick. So it's just a really neat tangle. A neat tangle with lots of options. And I put this one in the organic category because it kind of grows out of itself. So starting quickly, I'm going to, because I feel like it, I'm going to start here in the corner. So this one, we're going to draw two parallel lines. You can do them however wide you want. I just drew those kind of thin. It'll be okay. And then I call this, we cap it off. So that's what I call this. So we're, just drawing a straight line across the top, having a little space on either side of these two lines. Then we're going to, from the end of this line that we just made, the cap, we're going to bring it into those first two lines on either side, like so. And I'm using, by the way, I'm using a pen. I'm saying this because all of a sudden I'm like, maybe I should be using my O1 because it's getting a little delicate here. But it'll be okay. Then we're going to shade those in. So we make those two triangles, shade them in. Now, I have seen this next step kind of a couple ways. For whatever reason, I like to curve this part, but you can make pointy corners if you wish. That is up to you. So I'm going to start from, I'm going to call this the stem, from the stem here, and I'm going to go up. We're essentially auraing this entire top, like so. Now, like I said, I've seen some that, it's just a straight line, auraing the points as well. And again, for whatever reason, I like to do it this way. And that is the fun thing about Zentangle is we can, there's the step outs, which tell us, here's how you do, this is the deconstruction of this pattern. And here are the steps that you need to take in order to do it. But there's, artistic license, and we can all, throw in our little bits as we see fit. Now, from here, you have options. You could just go straight. So you could continue this up if you want. What I like to do, because I'm going to use this to fill the space, is, and this employs a little bit of the hollabow technique. So what I do is, I see this, this straight line here. I try to come out from about where it would is if it was, drawn through. So I'm going to draw a curved line like so. And then the other side. So again, I'm lining it up with this curved line like so. Then, this is a kind of aura. I'm going to draw a curved line, but I'm not going to go down to the base here. So, curved line, not quite to the base, and then from that, curved line up here. So I'm essentially auraing, just not all the way down to the base. Then, same thing as we did here. I cap it off, and you can have that cap kind of match either like the width of your I'm going to call it a stem. That's up to you. And then I'm going to take that around. And then this one here, same thing. Cap it off. And sometimes just depending, because this adds some different angles. And I say this one, I think I'm going to add a little bit there. That is the course correction called filling in. So you can adjust, since we're filling it in, you can always adjust that. There are no such thing as mistakes in Zentangle, as say for those seasoned tanglers know that already. And so what I like to do is just continue this as I see fit. And again, this is kind of one of those that you can get lost in, because it's, especially doing it this way where you're kind of making a doing a fork essentially at each from each I don't know what you call it. It's not quite a flower, but from each one of those. All right, and then And then two, you can stop whenever you want. You can just stop plain like that, or you can put some little somethings coming out of the top. I've done that before, where just like some little curly cues or something that looks like a fescue. I'll do that here. So sometimes I'll just do, a little goofy sprigs, because this one to me is just, it's very whimsical in nature, and so I just kind of add to that with that. And then so like here I have a couple options. I can do the same here, which I think I just might, just to demonstrate, and go off of the page. And then this one's going to go off as well. Capping. And when I do this, let me just try this way. I usually kind of do a little warm up here and trace the line. I'm just going to see if it works better. Oh, it kind of does. Because what I end up having is like here, where you can see, it's a little bit thicker there, and then I want to blend it in, and then sometimes that creates its own issue. So from here, I'm gonna try something else just to show you. So you don't always have to do these V's here. You can, just do a single. Whoops. And then you can turn it. So you can, have it come this way, have it kind of go around in a circle. There are a number of different variations that you could do. On the step outs, I think I just have these couple. I don't know if I have this where I have it kind of going in a circle, but you get the idea. You can do just about anything. And it does help, let me tell you, to turn the tile so you're comfortable, so you can see. And then also, I didn't get much of a curve on that one. Here we go. You can have them travel underneath each other using that hollow bow technique, and that well, it's kind of like what I talked about here, where you pick up your pen, you don't draw. We're not drawing over, but to draw under, you just kind of pick up your pen instead of colliding or running over it. Have your pen travel over the place that you would have normally drawn. And then continue on the other side. So, like I said, this one is just super fun because you can just have it travel however you want to have it travel. Again, and if you want it, you could have it, come out there. And, like I said, end it however, which way you want. Actually, this one just needs a one more here, I do believe. And then we'll put these little goofy little sprigs on here. Anyway, I really love this tangle. It's just so much fun to do. And for shading wise, there's always many ways that you can do the shading. One way would be, if you want to, you could go on the outside of all this and then raise the entire thing up. Oh my gosh, I have a sample here that I wanted to share, and I, not on purpose, I pretty much mimicked exactly what I did there. Subconscious. That's so funny. All right. Yeah, so you can do, like I said, you can do the outside. Let's see. Maybe I could do that here, just to show you what that would look like. So just on the outside. Not sure what to do with those. Maybe we'll do this and we'll kind of essentially aura those like that. Oh, and then of course around this. So just putting some graphite around the outside. Oops, good. I got all involved and wasn't paying any attention to if I was on the camera or not. I am. That's good. Because this is not live, and then you cannot say, hey, Heather, you're off the screen. Oops. Let me get all of that. And then with the tortillon, I'm just spreading that graphite around, working to not get it inside the tangle. And that's where using a small tortillon is helpful. And then I generally do these little small circles, and I have the tip pointing to where, kind of like where I don't want to go, across. And it does help to have, you know, some control like that. And as you can see, it is popping that right off the page. It is the coolest thing. Oops, and I got some left over there. It looks like I didn't put any graphite there, but, you know, the graphite does get packed up on the tortillon, so you can use what you have left. Well, actually, I'll just leave it on that side. So here, if we were to cover that, you know, you can see how that pops that up off the page. The other thing that I like to do is, now it depends on how thick your tangle are. So on these stems, I'm just doing this on one side. If it was thick enough, you could do it on both sides if you want. But it looks neat enough doing it on both. And you could even add a little extra where it's going, you know, in and under if you like. And I just turn my tile. See, and these got really small here. All right. And then sometimes where it's really small like this, I just, instead of doing circles, I'm just kind of pushing the graphite, because it does spread it out and smooth it a little bit, as you can see, just by, you know, pushing it kind of in a straight line. But when it's really narrow like that, because what we don't want is, or I should say, let me take that back. What we want is to have some of the original paper color in there. So I want because this is a white bijou tile. I didn't mention that at the beginning. On these quickies, for the most part, I've been working on a bijou tile, so that way I can keep them quick. And it, you know, it doesn't take as long to kind of fill up a bijou tile as it does a bigger one. So you can see how that creates a rounding effect. Now, if I added graphite if I was wide enough, I added it to the other side, it would make it even more so. And then again, I mentioned, let me just put a little bit, I'm going to use what's left here on my tortillon, and just putting a little bit, you know, going in, you know, to this, you know, the triangular ring. And you can even add that over here too. So there we have Rixty, and here's the thing, and like I said, you can just get kind of crazy with this one, like this. So I was just having fun, and I think I was doing, I don't remember what I was doing. I think it was a kind of like a meet and greet sample type of thing at a art store that I was doing classes at, and so, you know, I started off with this, and then I had this extra paper, and I'm like, well, hey, this would be fun to continue the pattern from this, but doing it in white. And that is just fun. And then with the white, I just, you know, did the similar thing with highlighting instead of shading. And it's really, really a fun tangle. And I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you play with this one. Step outs will be in the description, as well as ways to connect. And if you like the video, hope you'll click the, you know, give us a thumbs up there. Share, subscribe if you're not. That all would be very, very lovely. And thanks so much, and I wish you happy tangling.